ladies and gentlemen, otherwise known as my favourite friends on the internet of the YouTubes. My name is NBZ, if you did not know already. Just gonna clear that up. And today, I finished my exams, which was very nice. I had an English exam, which was not amazing, but it wasn't terrible either, so, you know, whatever. So I've got a quick game for you guys here. This one against some awesome guy by the name of Pikachuislvl100, because apparently Pikachu is level 100, so he feels the need to tell us that. So I'll lead off with Mike D in the hizzy. Take a swig of water. Fizzy in the hizzy, gonna switch right out because that golem is threatening me with some kind of rock move or some type of thing, and he is actually carrying a rock gem with a stone edge, which is interesting set. Gonna have to hand it to him because that actually does a really good chunk to my reputation, which I'm not too happy about, but I do get the Flame Orb, of course, and thanks to the Guts boost, I'm going to be able to get a lot of HP back with the Drain Punch on the return hit as he lays down his rocks. Now, rocks aren't going to be too much of a problem. I don't believe many of my guys are weak to them, so not too worried about that. And here he is going to go for the Sucker Punch, which is an excellent move on his part, predicts my Mach Punch, but unfortunately, after his Sturdy is gone, he will go down to that Mach Punch very nicely, as I am left with around half health, which ain't too bad for a Pushin, not going to lie. But Victini comes in. Obviously Victini carries V-Create all day every day, and I don't like the sound of that, so what I'm going to do is, why the fuck do I switch out to Weavile? Really? Okay, so apparently I switched out to Weavile to die to Victini. Oh, well, that's a whole lot of use Weavile was this match. I guess the thing is, you know, he brought a pretty standard team and I bought 6 random things, so that's generally what I do. But yeah, apparently I brought a Weavile, which I guess Weavile was my only Stealth Rock weak, and I guess it was gonna die at some point anyway, so I guess killing it with a V-Create is more honourable than anything else. Anyway, gonna go out to the boss, who is wheezing, and he's actually gonna outspeed me even after that V-Create, and I'm gonna throw off a Pain Split in his face. Unfortunately goes out to a Dusclops, which with the Eviolite is kind of frustrating. However, I do carry the Will-O-Wisp, which I'm gonna throw at his face, and he's gonna throw one right back at me. Fortunately mine hits, unfortunately his doesn't, or overall wasn't too much of a big deal, seeing as wheezing is especially offensive. Mine is anyway, so wasn't too worried about it. So I'm going to go right back to my old reputation to take the Will-O-Wisp, predicting that again, and because I'm obviously still burned, it's not going to do anything to me. Now I'm going to go for the payback here, knowing I am faster, but I'm going to really have nothing else to hit him with. This is my Guts Facade set, so you know, Facade and Drain Punch and Mach Punch cannot hit him, so the only move to hit him is the payback, which is super effective, but unfortunately he is going to be able to stall me out with Pain Split and other such epitaphs, so I'm going to have to switch out to Mike D in the hizzy. So I'm going to go out to Mike D, and he actually predicts my switch, but unfortunately for him, my switch is to another fire type, not another fire type, but a fire type, so I'm going to take that anyway. And here he's going to go for the Sucker Punch, predicting me to try and finish him off, but look at that, Mike D! Mike D has the sub, which is awesome, and I'm just going to be able to finish him off with a Psyshock. He potentially could have gone for a Sucker Punch there, but apparently he was going to predict me to sub again, I guess, which is why he went for the mean look as opposed to it, but it doesn't matter in any case, because he dies to a big, fat, whopping burn. And he comes in with a D-Knight, which I'm like, well, fuck, I need to break its multiscale, and thank God I'm actually faster, because it means that I get to break his multiscale and get another hit on him, as opposed to, you know, being slower and then only breaking his multiscale and having to bring some other bullshit in to kill him. But apparently he's bulky, really fucking bulky, and he's going to crit me with a Dragon Tail, which I don't think would have killed, mainly because of his bulk and the fact he probably won't have many attacking EVs, and because Dragon Tail is generally a low-powered move overall. So I'm going to go out to my my thing with wings that's apparently quite good, and I'm going to go for the Rock Slide. I can't remember if this is my Scarf variant or my Life Orb variant. I have 2 of them. I think it's my Scarf one. Didn't take Life Orb damage there, so probably is my Scarf one. And apparently I have 2 things weak to Stealth Rock, so my original assessment of me not being too afraid of it was stupid. But obviously the Stone Edge is coming, and my best thing to go to is my Physical Wall Wheezing, as I predict that physical attack. Now he could have potentially set up a Rock Polish or a Swords Dance from there, but at this point I wasn't too worried about it overall, so it wasn't too much of a big deal. So I'm just going to go for my stab move, which is Sludge Bomb, and I'm actually going to get a lucky poison onto the Blaziken. Doesn't really make much of a difference in the long run, I don't think, but his Flare Blitz is going to smack me in the face, and I believe from this range it won't quite KO me. Of course, it's not going to do too much, to be honest. Now, if you're still thinking Blaziken is Ubers and all that bullshit, he brought one, but I said, you know, as long as it's Blaze, and it is Blaze, it's fine. I don't really give a fuck if it's Blaze, because Blaziken really doesn't do anything special, if I'm honest. But hey, whatever. Smogon decided to just outright ban it, so... In comes his Victini, which, of course, I thought he would go for a V-Create right off the bat here, but obviously he doesn't want to be slower for me to come in and potentially threaten him, so he goes for a... Wow. Apparently he went for the Zen Headbutt to start with, and then goes for a Recreate on this guy, which I thought I would outspeed him. Maybe I'm not Scarfed then, maybe I'm some other kind of bullshit, but... Oh, I am Life Orbed, I'm an idiot, I have Sheer Force plus Rock Slide, that's why I didn't get Recoil. I'm an idiot. But apparently Duran is faster than Victini. At this point I was kind of afraid that I was going to get swept by Victini, but then I realised that, you know, he had the speed drop, and Duran is actually faster than Victini normalerily, yes, that's the word, normalerily. So, normally, but he's going to bring in his Terrakion, which apparently Duran has monster defenses, so I am actually going to live a stab close combat and throw an Iron Head into his face, which is going to finish off the Terrakion with some yeah, that was kind of fun match. Cool Ant Dude finishes it off, and very interesting game there. As you can see, his team was generally standardish, apart from the Golem there, and obviously the Blaziken, and I just brought some random bullshit. That Victini that I had is so funny. It's a set that Fizz made at the very start of 5th gen. It's Substitute, and some other stuff, Psyshock, and its item is the bulb. When you get hit by a water move, your special attack raises. It's just a hilarious set, and it sometimes works, and it's funny. But anyway, I guess that was a pretty fun match as it stood. So I'm going to thank you for watching, people. I will be starting my upload schedule as I get home and get into that, so look forward to it. And otherwise, leave all your beautiful comments, because you are such beautiful people, and I love you oh so very much. Good night, everyone. Have a very enjoyable rest of your day.